gosh, you look great. Congratulations.
Oh
You
my
baby
gosh,
boy,
thank
right?
you, baby boy.
Was
Yes.
it exciting? That's exciting. I was excited when I found out because I had a little girl just like you, and then I had a little boy, and I was excited because I got one of both. Were you?
I'm one of both, and
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
You're
Shop
done?
is closed. Yes, one at each. It's exciting. It definitely was, just a different way. I did surrogacy.
Yeah.
But it
The
was
second time, right?
The second time, yes.
Yeah.
The first time I carried on
Yeah.
my own. The second time I did surrogacy, and it's amazing.
I wish I had known about that. I had horrible pregnancies. I was like hospitalized, and so
Oh my gosh.
yeah. But I didn't really even know about it or know what it was like in my circle. But it's brilliant.
It's amazing. I had reasons why I couldn't carry my second.
No, me too.
Right, and
Yeah.
it's such a blessing that we have this. And my sister Kim had 2 babies through surrogacy. She had 2 that she carried on her own, and her last 2 are through surrogacy. If it wasn't for Kimberly, I definitely don't think I would have been as
You wouldn't have been
comfortable.
aware?
I wouldn't have been aware.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known as much. I watched her go through her journey, and I'm so grateful for how open she's always been about her journey, because and not every journey is the same. Mine was very different from hers.
Yeah.
I think her journey was way more, I think she was more, maybe not involved, I don't know the term, but it was just more comfortable for her. For me, I'm such a control freak.
Oh yeah, you'd be like, what are they eating? What are they drinking? What are they putting in their body?
You're a stranger. I just have to
Yeah.
trust you, and I love my surrogate. She was amazing, but I'm still like, I need you sitting next to me all the time. I need to know what you're doing. What are you eating?
Yeah.
So it was.
I think I would have been a little like that too. Had I known. Yeah.
And a control freak I take as a compliment, so I'm not offended
I don't
that
know
I'm
if
a
it's
control
like
freak.
a control, because people always say control freak, but it's like, or you just know what you want and
very
like.
particular.
Yeah, I think that's fine. It's
not fine for other
cuts through the
people, but it's
BS.
great for me.
I think they just need to get over it. So wait, so you haven't revealed your son's name yet. So is it like a family name, like a hint, like?
Well,
is it like?
My daughter says his name is Snowy. And
Your daughter?
It's not Snowy. So that's the hint.
I was like, were you a big Game of Thrones fan?
Oh my gosh.
Jon Snow.
But I swear she just does things to sort of mess with me. But his name is not Snowy.
Was she excited? Because my daughter was, I don't know how far apart yours are. Mine are like 22 months apart.
She's 4 and he's 3 months.
Yeah. Oh, so she is like a little doll to
Yes.
us. Yeah.
So I think she's at the age where, and Kylie, my sister, just had a baby, and so I think it was it's cool for her, oh, I have a baby too.
Yeah.
So I think that's the fun part for her.
Yeah.
But True is my girl, so I think if it was just, that's my little
my
girl.
gosh.
And it's her and I all the time. So I think thank God Kylie had a baby, because I think she probably would have suffocated him.
It's so funny. It goes both ways. No, it goes both ways. They get very upset because they're like, "No, she's mine," to mommy. But at the same time, she loves to play mommy.
Yeah.
But True is going to school now. So how
goes
has
to
that
school.
adjustment been? It's weird because they're in the house all the time and then they're gone.
School is really strange. I mean, I thought, okay, you go to school and it's half a day.
Yeah.
No, at this school, they go a full day. They're real adults. I'm so sad. It's probably harder on me than it is on her, but she knows how to work me. So the first 2 weeks were really hard. It was tears for both of us every day. I just felt like a monster. I'm leaving her there and she's crying. I didn't know what to do. So I would always be sitting right outside the door and waiting. And the teacher's like, you need to leave. You're making this worse. And I'm like, oh. I'm one of those moms now. But I know school's great. I just think it's so weird. I'm used to having her with me all the time. And also the whole, I thought, oh, you get a break in the day when your kid's at school.
Yeah.
No, you're going to school, you make the lunches, do the snacks, you go to carpool. I'm lingering at the school for 2 hours because I'm making sure she's good. By the time I get home, you have a couple hours, 1 or 2 hours, and you have to go all the way back and do the whole thing again. I'm like, this is forever?
I think maybe you're a better mom or something, because my daughter was like, deuces. I was listening to you, I was like, my daughter was like, peace, I'm gonna be good.
That
she
would have
didn't
been
even.
so much easier.
I mean, yes, but I kind of was like, I guess, okay, maybe this is our way of our love language.
No, I think that means you raised a really independent girl.
She's very independent.
And that's great. I think I've babied True for I did this. I created this monster, but I'm sick and I sort of love it.
You know what though? I think what's different though is parents, your generation too, like with your generation of kid is like, y'all were in COVID too for a couple years with your kids. So, like, and everybody was locked down, right? So that's a different thing. She, in those like developmental years, she's like with you constantly. I think that was different too.
And I love it. I'm sick. I'm like, yes, you need me and you don't want to leave me. Like,
oh my
I'm
God.
sick. Like if she would have been like deuces, I would have sobbed and gone to a therapist immediately.
And I did not. I was
You're
like,
bye.
you know what you should get into? Dance. You should get into chess. I was like all the after school programs.
Like, how long do you want to be here for?
Yeah, I'm like, well, and also there's so many cool, I don't know like what kind of school you grew up in, but the school I grew up in didn't have as many opportunities as they have now. And I'm just like, girl, you got all these things you could be doing in this school. That's so awesome.
And I get so excited that they do have like, they do baking and different instrument stuff. So, like, it's so exciting what they have. I didn't have all that either.
I know.
But it's
cool to volunteer too, just to see your kids like with other little humans.
I know,
existing, and you're like, all right, I'm doing all right.
I know.
Or like, oh God, we should all go to therapy. So in that clip, you were talking about living next door to your mom. So how is that? Because I love my mom. I'm just saying, I don't even know if my mom would want to live like right next door to me.
I told you we're sick. Like we're all like we're weirdly
You're a unit, though.
on each other. We're a tribe, and we always say that. And my mom and I live literally next door. Like we remove the property line, and our house is like one big house. I mean, we have our own.
It's like
homes,
a compound kind of thing. Yeah,
it's like a compound, and then my other siblings live in the same gated area. So we're all in the same gated area, and my mom is typically really cool and chill, and she's great. So she's not an annoying mom to live with.
Like a hoverer?
She's not a helicopter mom, and she's fun, but there are moments that I'm like a little creeped out, like, okay, like you're definitely watching me. Like the other day she called and she was like, it must have been 6:30 in the morning, and she's like, who just left your house? And I said, oh my God, who? I have no idea. I genuinely had no idea. And she's like, I saw a white Porsche leaving. Tell me who slept over. I go, no, it's 6:30. I'm thinking like, who was in my driveway? And we called security and they were like, oh, that was your mom's. It was someone from my mom's house. But I was like, why are you looking out the window wondering what car is coming or going? It's 6:30 in the morning. How long have you been perched there watching me? Like the whole thing's just a little weird. So I don't know how often she does that. And also that was her own car or someone for her house.
Yeah.
But, so I don't know.
I
why
love that
she's
it was
watching.
someone that works with her.
Yes.
It was at your house.
That she didn't even know. I was like, I don't know. But it did freak me out a little bit. But then I got more freaked out. I'm like, how often are you watching me?
I love that how open y'all are, even that conversation though. That's pretty cool. Anyway, you recently had a melanoma scare. I didn't know this. Somebody said this. So are you okay now?
Well, hence the tape on my face.
I thought maybe. But what happened?
So I am just predisposed to skin cancer. I assume I had melanoma removed from my back when I was 19.
Oh, wow.
And the reason why I'm wanting to talk about this, well, one, it's on my face, and it's been. I had an operation, I want to say, I don't know, 8 weeks ago, something like that. And there were all these stories and all these things, and I just was like, you know what, bring awareness, it's for a good cause at the end of the day. I really just want to highlight people, making sure that they do their regular checks. I go every 3 months because I am at higher risk for skin cancer. But as you just saw on the screen, it was the smallest little bump. And for months, I thought it was just like a cystic pimple. I got it shot with cortisone. No one thought anything of it, but it wouldn't go down.
Yeah.
And so I got it checked, and someone was like, let's just biopsy it. We shaved it. It came back, and they were saying, there's no way you at your age, I'm 38, I guess melanoma is like really more for either really young kids or older. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to talk too much about this in case I'm screwing anything up.
Yeah.
But we had to do a second biopsy, and it came back that it was a tumor, and they had to operate. And so I was like, a tumor? In my head, tumors are like these big things that are hanging like what you see in the movies. So it was never once, I never thought it was a tumor.
Yeah.
And so I'm really grateful that I was proactive, and I we did the surgery, we got it removed, and now I'm just healing and I have a scar and that we'll figure out. But
like, I think a lot of us are making dermatologist appointments right now. Like, that's what I'm doing.
But that's what I'm so grateful for, because I have had a couple people that, because of me, they've gone to their dermatologist, they have had things biopsies. I've had friends that have had things precancerous that are now removed. And you know, knowledge is power, and if you know something, you can do something about it. And
I want to know right off the bat.
Yes, I'm that way too.
Yeah, I'm always like getting checked up with everything like that.